Hey everyone, this is Mira. Welcome to Bowser's Fury, but I removed the ocean. So at first there's not really a lot going on because the ink is still in. Now a bunch of people have done videos taking away the ink in Bowser's Fury, but maybe I'll join the club at some point, you know. It'll be a natural progression from this video. So where the ocean was, it is just a black void, and it's replacing that with whatever frame it last showed. Everything is rising out of the ashes. And there it is. The lighting is very, very broken. Everything about this is completely broken and weird. A lot of the landscape, you can see it extends down further than you might expect. Like, you can see these stone pillars, even though they're still hiding underneath the ink. So you're probably wondering, what happened if we go down here? And well, we can walk down in this very glitchy mess, and there's a big invisible floor down here. So even though the ocean is gone, you can still walk down here due to invisible wall. Unfortunately, you can't walk under the ink. It extends all the way down, even if it doesn't look like it. So having the ocean removed isn't really going to affect many of the main levels. But I think the best way of doing this is showing you cutscenes from a bunch of different angles, showing you the bottoms of objects you didn't know had bottoms, see how far they would extend into the ocean, even though you can't normally see them. Let's start off, for example, by grabbing the shine. We're gonna see it going up into the lighthouse, and you can see it looks like there's just loads of black gloop, but there's not. Whenever I move the camera, you can just see the background is just completely destroyed. I'm actually gonna run down here, because we can actually see the bottom of where the platforms tilt up and down. There's actually just these huge pillars that extend way into the ocean floor, and that's how they achieve the effect of these things rising and falling. You can see as well, the main platforms also extend down further than you would normally be able to see. I don't really enjoy speedrunning, so I don't know the route or anything. I'm just kind of playing through casually, and I'll cut to anything interesting, I guess. Now, while Bowser makes his way here, I'm actually gonna whack these guys. Oh, Bowser Jr.'s already done it. Perfect. So one thing you're gonna notice is that they can walk underneath where the invisible wall is. The invisible wall actually only affects Mario. Any enemies that come down here, they can walk underneath. And that's both a blessing and a curse, which we'll see later on. Now, one thing we can see from the things that fall down, if they don't hit the ground, they just don't have a bottom. They just kind of float in the air a little bit. This specific one has fallen on the ground. You can see this one with the mushroom trampoline. This one's actually just hovering in the air. It's got an invisible ceiling, so we can't jump into it, unfortunately. And Bowser had enough now. He's gonna walk across thin air for a little bit, and I think it's time for him to just dig into the thin air. Nah, that's good enough. He'll just stay there. We can see he's actually still there, look. He's just lurking underneath the stage. He's not even, like, rotating or moving. So this bridge extends way further down than it really needs to. Kinda ruined the illusion a little bit of whatever they were going for. Or maybe they were going for this. I'm not really sure off the top of my head. Actually, you can see the bit where the water would normally be, the wood actually gets darker. The fish are having a great time swimming around in the air while Bowser Jr. murders them. Alright, now we're gonna head into the first battle fight, and it's time to ruin some illusions for you. If you haven't guessed already, this is now a different level from the main map of Bowser's Fury. Though I had to remove the ocean from it separately. Didn't really do a lot here, you know. We can still clamber on all the islands. All that really changes here is the fact that it looks really broken. Now, interestingly, since it's just a black void, we can't see Bowser's shadow. Well, until you can see him going down. But now, normally you can see a big red spotlight. And you can't see that anymore. Now we can see what happened as Bowser sinks into the non-existent water. He just kind of goes down a little bit. And while everything is nice and safe, Bowser's just under there, twinkling. And here we are, we can see Plessy is already here from frame 1. And the ground is rising up. Nothing looks normal at all about this. And there's Plessy once again. Do you remember how the block steppers could go underneath the invisible wall? Well, yeah. And, oh, there we go. Bye. Right, we're gonna have to reload our save. So, lesson learned, don't get on Plessy for any reason. Plessy might occasionally come to the rescue, but it's not really gonna last. Okay, see you later. Thankfully, since the ocean isn't there anymore, it's not going to be too annoying to get from point A to point B, but it is still obviously much slower than just riding Plessy. Also, one thing you'll notice is whatever boat this came from, it's no wonder that it sank. Because, like, what kind of boat is this shape? Again, these rocks just go way further down than they need to. No one is ever going to see that. I've just had a thought. I haven't tried this yet, but since there's no water anymore, I should theoretically be able to just take the skate anywhere I want. Whee! And you'll beat Bowser's Fury while always on the skate. You probably noticed that Colosseum gets bigger every time you come back there, and they just store the entire model just underneath the level, and it just rises up every time. If you look at the right time, you can actually watch it rise up in the vanilla game, but it's cool just seeing it all in one place. And again, because it all rises up like that, this little entrance is like a real part. It's just the same entrance. Also, there's an invisible wall here for some reason. Oh yeah, also the rammer heads just kind of go through the floor. Anyway, I wonder what Bowser thinks about the light. No, he's not a fan of that. Quick, to the random blue bits of doom we go. Yeah, that looks like a safe spot. Just sit there for a bit. I don't know if there's a way you can test this in the normal game, so I just want to know what happens if you take the ice skate into the goop. I don't know if there's any like goop that I can reach more easily. I don't think we're going to be getting the ice skate up here. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I mean, that's literally just a wall. You can even wall slide off it. Alright, so here we are on a completed save file. Now we can access the third layer. And you know how there's normally like a waterfall here? Yeah, so, that entire section is removable. It doesn't have its own ocean floor. So, it's a little tunnel that you can take Plessy through. Can't even climb on the outside walls, all clipped back in bounds. You can see the lava and Magmeow extend further down than you can normally see. Look at that view, dude. This is just so whack. This might be thumbnail material. I know, we need to move this coin first. Here we go. We're about to take on Bowser, and, we start off soft-locked, because we're starting in the air. And I'm pretty close to not being in the air. I mean, there's the tunnel, but... Thankfully, as soon as we take damage, it's A-okay. And the tunnel, thankfully, didn't have a collision, so we're not stuck in it. Due to the weird terrain now, Bowser can interact with, like, the slopes and stuff, and it can be, like, really jittery depending on where he lands, which is kind of funny. Alright, Plessy, let's go! Yeah, it's not happening, bud. He's gonna keep jumping around, though. He's got faith, apparently. We're going into the sun, apparently. I feel like it would have been wise if they put a death area here. That's where we are on the map, apparently. Anyway, there's nothing we can do here apart from load the save and try again. Alright, so let's avoid Plessy this time, since that wasn't a good idea. Let's just try and chase him down. Hi, Plessy. Hi, Plessy. And now here's something you'll find really surprising. Bowser didn't wait around for you. There's literally no way you can get close enough. I mean, I don't know how fast vectoring allows you to go. I haven't mastered it, so maybe someone who's a lot better at this game than me could try vectoring. You can actually see his little ground projectiles. They don't actually do anything. Unless they land on the water, I guess they just don't move. See that roar? That's when you'd normally have to be there. Otherwise, he's just gonna jump away. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have a modded Switch and you want to play this mod, the download is in the description, so make sure to check that out. Also, I'm in the goop and dying.